guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody is doing good, and if you were already a previous subscriber or if you've watched my previous videos, you'll notice that I changed my name from Precious Rafaela to So Precious. The reason I did this is because a lot of people know me as Precious instead of Preciosa, because it's literally how I went through school, and all of my friends call me Precious. Everybody who's ever met me personally knows me as Precious, so I decided to just rebrand. Also because I feel like it's easier to pronounce, so yeah, I decided to just change from Priscilla to Precious. So that's gonna be my YouTube name from now on. If you want to give references, you can just do it as Precious. Today for you guys, I have a story time about how I got played in high school. I'm not really gonna try and go into any like detail or anything, because I don't want people like texting me after this and being like, oh, so and so, or like I don't want people putting 2 and 2 and getting 11, know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna be telling a story time about how I was basically obsessed with this guy, and in the end he pretty much just played with me because I was so young. And yeah, it was, guys, high school, So firstly, guys, let me just start with the basics. So this was like 2011 maybe, was it 20? Yeah, 2011-ish. I was in grade 9 at this time. I can't remember if it was in grade 9 or grade 10, like one of the two. And I was going, like, I was in high school, so I had like friends and all of that, and I was always that girl, like, I don't want to say like, okay, I don't want to seem cocky or anything, but I was always the girl who attracted like guys in higher grades, like grade 10s, grade 11s, sometimes in grade 12s. Like, these were like guys who would always want to talk to me, blah blah blah. And I was one of those girls, like my friends and I, we would joke around a lot, and we wouldn't like take it seriously or anything. So it'd be like, whatever, like this guy, like we would literally like just play with guys. We literally at some point had code names for like these older guys, and we would literally make fun of them. Why am I saying literally so much? Anyway, so we would like make fun of them and stuff like that. So it's not like I was that girl who went after the older guys or whatever. No, I really just minded my business, and my friends, like, we would just mind our business, and these guys would want to talk to us, and we just became like friends, or like bras, you know what I mean? And also because of this, a lot of the senior girls wouldn't really like us that much, because they'll be like, oh, why are you talking to so and so and blah blah blah. But yeah, guys, it wasn't like we took pleasure in it or anything. Like, we were literally 15-year-olds who minded our business. And yeah, so anyway, so this particular guy who played me, he was in grade 11 at the time, I think. And yeah, like at first I didn't really like pay attention to him or anything. Like, my friends and my friend would always be like, oh, I think the guy likes you, blah blah, but I'll be like, no, I can't do none of that and stuff like that. So fast forward a few months, started talking, and like, he was very funny, so we became friends. Like, my squad basically became friends with his squad, so it was just like we were just like friends. We would make jokes every morning, and just talk and stuff like that. It wasn't like anything hectic, nothing. I know like one of the girls who dated his friends didn't really like us, so it was always that thing of stay away, blah blah. But guys, like, honestly, started talking, and like, obviously feelings got, but on my side, clearly, because he wasn't low-key feeling the same. But I didn't know that at the time, because in my mind I was just like, okay, I like this guy, he likes me, so yeah. And then we would obviously like just hang out and just yeah. And then, so this went on for like months. Like, we would see each other at school, we would talk at school. Sometimes he would even like give me a ride home, and stuff like that. We would hang out, like go out, like if there was a party or something, he would invite me. Like, it was like a chill, like we were friends, and we would also hang out. And then, but obviously I liked him a lot, and he knew that I liked him a lot. So after like I think 3 months or something of this going on, he started acting weird, like distant, so I was like, okay, I don't know what's going on, but I gave him his face. I was like, whatever. So then one morning I literally walked in school, like I literally walked in the schoolyard. So what would happen is I would get dropped off at school at like maybe just before 7, because you know latest I had to be at school was like 7:30. So just before 7 I would get dropped off, and my friends would usually always wait for me, like, you know, at the school gate, or like just like in front. And as we walked in, you know, each one of us, as we walked in, we were all like just wait for each other, and you know, just talk, blah blah, and then I had to wait for the school bell to ring or whatever. So what happened was, so this particular morning, no, I think a day before, or like a few days before, my friends were waiting for me, and they witnessed that this guy was now with a girl. But I came late, and I obviously didn't see. So my friend was like, so and so, like, we saw who and with this girl, blah blah. And I was like, oh, no man, they're probably just friends, because you know, like, I'm literally like, we're having a thing, like, you wouldn't do that. Listen, I was wrong. So the next day I walked in, and when I tell you, like, I literally walked into the schoolyard. I remember it like it was yesterday. I literally walked into the schoolyard. So I don't know how to like describe this, but like, so when at the school there I was, when we would walk in, there were like this, there was obviously like your way to the office, and then there was just like an open space. So then he and this girl was literally like standing there, and pictures like this, the girl's friend or whatever was taking pictures of them, and you know, they were like being cute, you're doing like couple stuff, blah blah blah. And I literally walked in, and I saw them, and he looked at me, and I looked at him, and I was very confused. I literally just froze. I literally just like stood there, and I just froze. And he didn't say anything. He looked at me almost as if like he didn't, like, he almost ignored me a little bit, but you know, it was almost like, okay, I can't react because I'm with my girlfriend, but I will talk to you later, sort of vibe, you know. And I just looked, and I didn't want to seem weird, so I just kept walking. Like, I walked on, I didn't even look back, I just walked. But guys, when I tell you, like, my heart literally like sank. Like, I I can, like, I remember, it's like it was, I remember walking in that morning and seeing them doing all this cute little stuff, posing, you know, kissing here and there, and I was just like, what, you know. So whatever. So I keep walking, like, I go into like school or whatever, and I see my friends, and you know, I didn't really speak to anybody. I was shocked. I was like, literally, like, a few weeks ago we were together, we were hanging out, and we were talking and blah blah blah, and now like, guys. So yeah, I walked in, and then I went to class, and I didn't even say anything. And I told my friends, I was like, oh, is that the girl you guys were talking about? And they were like, yeah, you know, apparently, like, rumor has it they're dating. And you know, high school, like, guys, like, a rumor would just like fly, you know. So so they were dating basically, and I was like, since when? Like, I was so shocked. I was like, since when have they been dating? Like, I've literally been with this guy this whole time. And I think I was in grade 10, guys, I can't remember, but anyway. So I was just shocked, you know. I was literally like shocked, I was hurt, I was sad, I was angry. I couldn't believe it. So then I didn't say anything. My friends were just like, because I didn't really, like, my friends didn't really know the extent to which we were having like a thing. So to them it was just like, listen, you guys were talking, you know, it didn't work, and he moved on. But to me, I was like, I was literally like obsessed with this guy. Like, I was like, this is hurting me right now, because I literally like, I like this guy a lot. But anyway, so a few days went by, I didn't talk to him, and then one, like, after a few days after school, he found me, and no, so he found me during break time, and he was like, no, can I talk to you, blah blah blah. I was like, no, don't talk to me, like, what do you want to talk to me about? And then he was like, no, please, I just want to explain, blah blah blah. So I was like, fine, I can talk to you after school, because right now I'm busy with my friends, and you know. So then after school, he basically like found me, and then we were just talking, and I was like, so when were you gonna tell me that you have a girlfriend? And also, how long have you been with this girl? Because I mean, you know, I thought, guys, like, guys. So and he was just basically like, no, you know, I don't like, he didn't even give me like answers or anything. He basically was just talking about, you know, he was gonna tell me, and it hasn't even been that long, and it just happened. And like, how does a relationship just happen? Like, you obviously went through the process of asking her out and hanging out with her, getting to know her before you could make that choice of asking her out. And now you literally gonna tell me that it just happened. Like, so so anyway, he was like, so I was like, fine, you know, I get it. You don't want me. You have a girlfriend now, so don't talk to me. I'm gonna leave you alone. Because I'm literally that person. Like, I will not bother you. Like, I will leave you. If it's one thing I'm good at doing is leaving people alone. Like, I will not bother you. No matter how much I like you, if you just make me feel like I'm annoying, or like I'm doing too much, or you know, I'm too clingy, I will leave you alone, boo. Like, I'm literally gonna leave you the fuck alone. Like, sorry for swearing, but yeah. Anyway, so after that, I was just like, you know, do you blah blah. And I would see them, like, guys, it would hurt me so much, because this was somebody that I saw every day for 5 days straight. Imagine, I saw like every day, and the school we went to wasn't like all that big, so we would run it, like we would, it would be inevitable that we would run into each other. So yeah, like for 5 days straight, I was literally hurting. And I saw this guy with his girlfriend doing all of these cute stuff, blah blah blah. And I was just like, yo, okay. So then after that, we literally like went through like exam season, I think. And then I think we got holiday. And when I came, like when we got back to school, they were not together anymore. I don't know why, but they were not together. Literally, their relationship lasted like 3 months at most, if I'm not mistaken. It wasn't that long. And I was just like, you see, like, look at what you did, like, you know. And then typical him, he was like, oh, I want to talk to you, and I was like, no. No. So yeah, like after that, he was like always trying to talk to me, blah blah. And I was like into somebody else now. I was like, listen, I've moved on, but you know, thank you for all of this. Like, you literally, because I was in so much pain, and I was just like, I literally had to pep talk myself. Like, I had to get over this guy. I had to tell myself, okay, you know, life goes on, whatever. And I was like almost, what, 15, 16 at the time. Like, it's really not a good feeling, you know. I didn't know how to manage my emotions like I do now, so it was a bit hard for me. But if it's one thing that I've always been like consistent at, is leaving. Like, I will not bother you, and if you hurt me, I'm never ever ever gonna go back to you. Like, I will cut you off forever. So I would see him around, and he would be like, oh, I miss you, blah blah, we should hang out. And I'd be like, yeah, sure, you know, we should hang out. But let me tell you, I never saw like I never let the guy in my space ever again. Like, from that time to this day, even I never hung out with him again. I never gave him that like power over me again. And it's not only with him. Like, it's just a thing that I have. Like, every ex that I have, or every person I've been with who has emotionally you know, hurt me, I'm not gonna go through that again. So I literally will leave you alone. So yeah. And then he would like, and then after grade 10, I moved to Cape Town, and he would always like Facebook me, oh, you know, I miss you, blah blah, when you're coming back home. And I'd be like, my nigga, like, bro, honestly. And he would basically like harass me for a while. And then I think after some time it just stopped. Like, he obviously got the memo that I was like, listen, this girl is not gonna this girl doesn't want you anymore. Like, she's not going to be with you anymore. And then he got it, and he stopped like you know, trying to talk to me and stuff. And I was like, you know, good. And it's weird because I'm actually in Venda right now. I came back, and I've been here for maybe like 3 weeks now. And I ran into him not too long ago, and it was so weird because I was let me tell you guys. So I was with my uncle, and I had to go and get like a declaration thingy at the police station. And my mom was like, okay, go with your uncle, blah blah blah. So I went with my uncle, and I literally ran into him, and I saw him, I spotted him, like he was standing outside, and I was begging my uncle, please, can we just go to like a different police station, let's go to the one in town, please, please, please. And he was like, no, we are already here, let's just go in. And I couldn't dodge him. Like I literally, like I ran into him, and you know, we had like a brief conversation, but it wasn't like all that crazy. Shit, I actually hope he never like watches this video, because then he'll know I'm talking about him. But yeah, I saw him and he still looks the same, you know. I looked cute that day, so I was happy. I was like, yes, you know, this is what I look like. But yeah, anyway guys, that's pretty much how I got played in high school. I was obsessed with this guy, and he just played with me the whole time. He was just playing with me, and I was too young to know better. But I learned from it. Like I learned to not let, like, I learned to just control my emotions, and also I learned to not go back to where I've been hurt. So that is literally what has been consistent this whole time for me. And yeah, I don't know if there's any advice from this, or any advice I can give from this, is that if you are still in high school, or if you are not even in high school and you're just going through like a similar situation or whatever, like I don't actually know what to tell you. Like, just don't let people hurt you. Like, once you start seeing guys are ghosting you, or you know, looking for excuses to not talk to you, or just being weird, just know that, you know, they're not interested, and they're seeing somebody else, and it's time for you to move on. Like, don't wait for them to hurt you, just let them go, period. Like, bye. So yeah, I mean, that is just it. And also, maybe like if you're in grade 9, don't try to date, because it just takes away from your focus. Like it really just does. But yes guys, anyway, that is all I have for this video today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and also follow me on Instagram at so precious. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.